I'm going to run you through a warm-up real quick that you can do. Just follow it along on the sheet in order. The first one you've got is the 5-minute mobility complex, which already has a video attached to it. Then we go on to the cook hip lift. So you want to grab one knee, pull it into your chest, and the other leg, you're going to push up, hold for a second, down, touch. Push up, hold for a second, down, touch. Now if you're only getting a little bit up to start with, that's fine. It may take a while because this will activate the glute on one side and stretch the hip over the other side. So as you gain strength and flexibility, you'll gain a little bit more range of motion with it. It's just a matter of practicing. From there, we move on to laying leg raises, alternating. So you're going to be on your back with both legs up, hands by your side, lower one down, bring it back up. Lower the other one down, bring it back up. You may only be able to get to about 45 degrees before your lower back starts to lift. If that's the case, bring it back up from there. Okay? The main thing is making sure this leg stays in. If it starts to move like this, the top leg starts to move, you've gone too far. So we want to just make sure that that one stays where it is by pulling the abs and pulling the legs in towards you to keep those lower abs doing the work rather than switching over to hip flexors or something else. From there we go on to the butterfly glute raise. Basically you're just taking your legs out wide. So we're going from knees together to being a butterfly. Hands by your side, lift the hips, squeeze for a second, touch, lift back up, squeeze for a second, touch, lift back up. After that, slow mountain climbers. So we're going into a push-up position here. Squeeze your abs and your butt. Slowly bring one knee in for a count of 4. Take it out for a count of 4. Squeeze the butt and abs. Bring the knee in for a count of 4. Take it out for a count of 4. If you find this too challenging to start with, you can put your hands up on a bench or something to lift it up a little bit higher, and that will make it just a little easier. From there, we go on to low band pull parts. So we're going to grab a band, elbows at waist height, and you're just pulling that band apart like so. If it's too challenging with it really close, take the hands a little bit wider, or grab a band that's a little more pliable. I've got this red loop band here, and I find that's just right for being able to do this. After doing your reps with this one, we move on to high band pull part. So again, with the red band, pulling out nice and wide. I can start with the hands in a little bit closer on this one. With this, I've got to start out a little bit wider to actually pull those shoulder blades together and really squeeze them at the top. From there, we are moving on to our number 8, seated mini band abduction. So the mini band is this one. You may or may not have one, and that is okay. So what we're going to do is sit up on a chair, bench, something like that. Put the band around your knees and pulling apart, hold for a second, pull apart, hold for a second, and work through your reps that way. If you don't have one of these mini bands, that's okay. You can do the same exercise by putting your hands on the side there, pushing against the resistance of your own hands, squeeze, and bring it on back in. That will do the same thing. Or you can grab whatever band you've got. So if I'm going to use this grey one I have here, I'm just going to hold it in the middle, push apart, hold, push apart, hold, and that. Now I've got this one above the knee, I have the other one below the knee. Just work with whatever works best for you. It really doesn't matter that much. And that's your warm-up done.